I was chatting with a friend yesterday, and she was mentioning how she just received a prophetic word, and the prophetic word was simply one word: joy. She shared with me in frustration how she said, "Helen, I have been wanting prophetic words about so many other things, but there's one word in prophecy I just keep getting over and over and over again, and that is joy." Recent research is showing us that joy is the most vulnerable emotion that we can experience as human beings. I think about that in the context of the scriptures where it says, "In the presence of God there is fullness of joy." That's intriguing. It doesn't say in the presence of God there's joy. It says there is the fullness of joy. So there's this kind of relationship between vulnerability and joy. If joy is the most vulnerable emotion, it's going to show the purest extent of who we are. Then we've got some understanding to do around who is God and what is his presence and how he sees us, and in actual fact how we see ourselves. We live in such a culture and such a time, really globally right now, of scarcity. And scarcity simply says there is not enough. There's not enough time. There's not enough certainty. There's not good enough things. There's not enough guarantees. There's just simply not enough. As you practice being in his presence, as you practice being grateful, because this is one of the greatest tools of pushing through whatever emotion we're in into that emotion of joy. That actually gives us strength, according to Nehemiah. The joy of the Lord is our strength. God knows the plans that he has for you, and they are plans for good, not for disaster. They are plans to prosper you and to give you a future and a hope. As we practice faith, we are going to find joy. As we practice faith, we're going to take a journey into vulnerability. But it's okay, because we're doing this with perfection. God himself, he's good, and his thoughts towards you are for good. His thoughts about you are for good. And in that joy is strength for these days. God bless.